Do you ever wake up feeling lost, wandering without a clear sense of direction? Imagine an anxious sailor caught in a violent storm at sea. If he tries to navigate by chasing the rapidly shifting clouds, he will inevitably end up wrecked. But if he looks up at the fixed, steady stars, he guarantees his safe passage. Many of us live exactly like that panicked sailor. We wake up feeling adrift because we are constantly chasing the shifting clouds of society's expectations. We follow standard university degrees, traditional career paths, and the constant need for approval, hoping these things will finally provide a sense of destination. But what happens when you do everything right? What happens when you reach the exact destination society promised would bring you happiness, only to find yourself feeling completely empty inside? Consider the story of Sam. He had just finished his high school exams, but instead of celebrating, he felt isolated. He realized he simply did not want to follow his friends into a university degree, and that realization left him totally adrift. Sam's confusion is common. Feeling lost is not a personal failure of direction. It is the inevitable result of trying to navigate a unique life using society's generalized map instead of trusting your own internal compass. Seeing Sam struggle, his father stepped in. Despite having failed his own academics, his father had built a massive, successful horse farm. Because he struggled with traditional studying, he poured every ounce of his energy into the one thing he truly loved: running. The data point right below him belongs to Mr. Thomas. He is now the wealthy owner of a popular restaurant, yet he ranked 39th in that same class. He focused entirely on his singular love for eating and conversation. Then we look at the very top of the graph. Mr. Miguel actually ranked number 1, the absolute top of the class. Yet today, his life is defined by a quiet, persistent regret. Mr. Miguel confessed that he spent his entire youth learning a little bit about everything just to please the educational system. He checked all the boxes, but as a result, he never developed a deep passion or became an expert in any single field. The data reveals a startling inversion of what we are taught. The traditional metric of being well-rounded often correlates with long-term regret. Meanwhile, a singular, almost obsessive passion is what drives true success. Let's look at a visual model of this problem. Society demands that we become well-rounded, pulling our attention in a dozen different directions. When you spread your energy equally across everything, your potential stretches thin, becoming diluted and fragile. Watch what happens when you stop trying to please everyone. By pulling all of that scattered energy inward and focusing on one specific skill, you generate immense, concentrated power. Achieving this level of success requires a profound level of courage. You have to willingly abandon the comfortable safety of being okay at everything to master one specific thing. That brings us to the final piece of evidence. Sam learned that his own father ranked 40th, dead last in the class. By relentlessly pursuing a singular passion for horses, his father built an empire. Sam realized his own path was mirrored in his father's history, and he finally committed to his own affinity for working with horses. True purpose is never found by diligently checking every box on society's list. You find it by having the courage to double down on your own unique, singular passion. Identifying your passion is only the first step. You then face a mechanical hurdle. You must build an infrastructure to protect it. There is an old tale about a young man named Liam who marveled at a massive tree. Even as heavy winds and violent rains whipped its upper branches, the tree stood rigid and unbroken. This diagram shows us why that tree survives. It does not endure the storm because of the visible branches above the surface. It survives because its complex root system penetrates deep underground, anchoring it firmly in the earth. This maps perfectly onto human psychology. External motivation fluctuates. It acts like the weather, bringing sunny days when you feel inspired and cloudy days when you feel empty. Internal discipline, however, does not care about the weather. To build unshakable resilience, you need specific internal roots. You must cultivate unwavering faith, intense patience, and consistent daily discipline, regardless of how you feel. When external motivation inevitably fades, this invisible internal discipline is the only infrastructure capable of protecting your passion. So, how do we actually cultivate this deep internal discipline? How do we clearly hear our true passion over the constant deafening noise of the modern crowd? The answer lies in a practice known as the silence that strengthens. This is the deliberate daily act of emptying your mind of external expectations. By quieting the noise of what you are supposed to do, you allow your own inherent intelligence to surface. Practicing this intentional inner silence serves as a permanent shield. It blocks out the nagging inner critic and neutralizes the endless pressure to conform to whatever everyone else is doing. Stop waiting for the world to hand you a map. By silencing the external noise and building deep roots of discipline, your own unwavering passion will become the fixed star that forever guides you home.